Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to show you how to make a little loom. Now this cost me, it didn't cost me anything because I already had the wood and I already had the little nails, and you can make these as big as you like. Now I use these quite a lot. Now the gauge on them is quite big and the pegs are quite big, and I wanted something smaller that I can use thinner wool with. Now I'm going to put this aside. I'll zoom in first. Now don't worry that the nails are up and down a little bit or a little bit higgledy-piggledy. You don't need to worry about that. Now what we've got is these small nails. Now these are called oval head nails. They've practically got no head on them at all, and they are quite smooth. They're quite small. They're 25mm long. Now the one thing I will tell you is be careful the wood you use, because you don't want to split the wood in half. So I was a wee bit lucky with this one, but I think if I was going to use bigger nails, this piece of wood would split. But anyway, let me show you what I did. To make a single one, all I did was I just started off with a little straight line. So just sort of draw yourself a little straight line just to where to start. Now I've got a pencil here. Now there's my line. Right, for this one, this is only going to be a single one. So I am going to mark a line along, halfway along. Okay, so I'm going to put my ruler down. So I'm going to mark it at 1 centimetre all the way along. So just put your ruler down and give yourself a mark at 1 centimetre. That's halfway on mine. You might be using thicker wood, so just find your halfway point if you're only doing this single loom length. Now I'm just going to go to there because I'll saw that off. That can get cut off. Now what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line down the middle. Join all these little parts together, just so that you can keep your nails straight when you put your nails in. Just draw yourself a little line. Now I'm not a joiner, so it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's straight-ish. There we go. I need that there, and I need that one. Now, what you're going to do now is you need a gauge between your nails. So I'm going to use this pencil. If you want a wider gauge, use a wider pen or whatever you've got. Now you need 2 nails, so when you use your hook, that you can get in there to get your rule out to bring it over the top. I'll show you that later. That's why we're using 2 nails. So get your 2 nails at the same time. And we're going to start here. Put your 2 nails together here. So put your 2 nails in together like this. And you're going to knock them in. Now, I'm only doing that here too. It's quite noisy, they jumped all over the place. Now, put your two nails in together like this. You can knock them in a little bit. You can knock them in a little bit more. Now, what you're going to do is, whatever gauge you want your spacing to be. So, put your pen there and then draw yourself a little line. Just like that. Draw yourself a little line. If you want a bigger gauge, then put that there and draw your line there if you want a bigger gap. Now, oh, my neighbours are going to love me today. Get another two nails. Now, you're going to put them in here at this point where this line is. And you're going to knock these two nails in. Don't worry if they're a little bit higgledy-piggledy. But you get what I mean. You can knock them in like that. Now you can knock them in a little bit more. It's just not very stable where I am. Again, get your pen. I'll zoom out a little bit. So get your pen and put it down and mark. A little mark. Then get two more nails. Now it's just a little bit quicker doing the two nails. You can do it one nail at a time if you want, but it's quicker to do it with two. Now again, put your nails where that line is. And knock your nails in. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Now do that all the way along. Mark it, put two nails in, mark it all the way along. Make a slip knot. So you've got a little hangman's noose. Put it over the top of your nail. So once you've done that, you're just going to E-wrap the way you normally would on the plastic rounds. So just wrap it around your nails like this. Like that. And then you just take your bottom stitch and take it up over your top two. Then take your bottom stitch up over your top one, your bottom stitch up and over, your bottom one, up and over, up and over. So the little gap in the nails lets you get your hook in like this, up and over, up and over. It's simple, it's easy, and it's cheap and it works. A bit split there. There we go. And then you just E-wrap again. Just miss that one and then E-wrap that way. We'll get that when we come back, and that gives you a nice neat edge. Up and over and up and over, and you just continue knitting and it works fine. Now I'm going to do quite a bit of this knitting and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. I'm going to give you a little tip before I go. Now I'm going to show you a little tip for threading these because it's nails. Now my niece Susan told me about this. You just get a straw, just thread the end of your wool down through the straw like this. You can put it on a darning needle and shake it through if you want. Catch it, pull it through. Now make your slip knot. Put it over your nails. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold your straw and you're just going to do your E-wrap with that straw, and it's so much easier. The straw feeds your wool down and around. Look at that. Fantastic idea, Susan. Thank you very much. And then you just go back, work your way back the way. I think this is fantastic. I'm going to do this from now on. And then you're just going to do your weaving. Just leave that straw there. Just leave your straw there. And you're going to pick your stitches up and over. That one under there. I'm just holding this up so that you can see it easy enough. Take a stitch from the bottom up over the top. Now here is my little rake loom that I've made with my nails and my little piece of scrap wood. I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. It's came out absolutely brilliant. It just goes to show some nails and a scrap piece of wood. I've seen these on sale and they're like £20 and you think, what? So that's the knitting. I'm going to turn it that way. I've got the sun coming in the window. So you can see it is really, really nice. And it works brilliant. Now, in hindsight, I think I would have left a bigger gap between my nails. The stitches are quite small, but if you're looking for something that's neat and dainty to actually sit and do this, then do this one. You can use a bigger piece of scrap wood and use slightly bigger nails, but be careful you don't split your wood. Now, this idea is super for this. If you try and wind with these tiny little nails, it is quite cumbersome, as you can see. It is quite cumbersome. But if you do it with this straw attached to it, so if you just go around and then start weaving on your wool, I've got it up like this so you can see it. It's so much easier. And when you want to stop, just stick it on there like that. It's absolutely fabulous. You just stick your straw on there like that. It really fits. And then you just use your wee pokey tool. Now when you're using these ones, make sure you've got a pokey tool that's got a good point on it. Then just pull all your stitches over, up and over, just the way you normally do on your round looms. So if you've got some small nails in the house, and if you've got a little piece of scrap wood, then make yourself this. And I think it's great. I think it's just so simple and so easy to make. And if you can hold a small hammer and a nail, then you're laughing like this. But I just love this idea with the straw. So with your straw, I'm going to lift it up again so you can see it. Just do your E-wrap like this all the way along. Use your straw, or you can use a pen. I'm going to just pop it on there at the end just to hold it, and then finish off my knitting. And that's the results that you get. Look, that straw is still stuck in there. I love it. Oh, thank you, Susan. My niece Susan McRae told me this. She's in one of our admin in our Crafty Twins Facebook group as well, and I just think that's fantastic. So there you go, and that is the results you get. You get super knitting from a piece of scrap wood and some nails. So give this a try. It's really easy and very cheap. Now this cost me nothing because I already had nails. I already had the piece of scrap wood. Just remember, if you're using bigger nails and you need to knock them further in, use a bigger piece of batten because you don't want to split it open. So there you go. Give it a try. It's super easy and it's really cheap and it works absolutely fantastic. And give that little straw idea a try as well. That is a brilliant idea, that little straw. So all it leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. It really gives my channel great moral support when you subscribe. Please feel free to come and join my Facebook group, Crafty Twins. It's on Facebook. Just type in the word Crafty Twins, all one word, and you'll find us. You're welcome to come and join our group. So once again, thank you all for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.